Guys, you're welcome to my channel. Let's talk about Cypherium. Cypherium, I believe, is the next blockchain. Though there are many blockchains, ARC is a very good blockchain. The IOTA system is a very good one. EOS is a very good one. Ethereum is a very good one. Waves is a very good one. Let's talk about Cypherium and let's see what Cypherium wants to do. Now, some of the problems in the blockchain today. An overall lack of governance is one of the most challenging facets of the current blockchain ecosystems. If you know, when you talk about the issues of governance, there is no person that can actually govern the system. So they need some consensus, algorithm, and mechanism, and the rest of them. Then another thing again is a controversy that regards scalability and forking, as you can see within the Bitcoin system. Like, you know, currently the number of transactions that can take place in the system is comparatively low, and if Bitcoin is to be adopted within the space, let's take for example that platforms like AliExpress, Amazon, American Express, and some other stuffs, some other companies that are doing massive business, Visa and the rest of them, come into the system and start using Bitcoin or Ethereum. The question is, can they handle the number of transactions per second? No. So if they cannot handle this thing, and we're not saying let's scale this thing, and some faction are saying no, we don't want to scale this thing. It's a very big problem, right? So the another problem is although strides have been taken, there is still more centralization within the blockchains. I believe so. Yeah, I believe so that there are centralization within the crypto space. The system is not fully decentralized. I don't know the things I believe, because if you look at some of the problems with the Ethereum proof of stake, you discover that there is a form of centralization within the system. While blockchain technology solves many problems, it also lays bare vectors of attack that have been persisted for years, such as the SIMB attacks. Now, they explain what is governance, the distributed architecture, the consensus protocol, of which I have talked about, the cryptographic algorithm, data sharing, source code management, and the rest of them. Okay, they've explained blockchain 1.0 with Bitcoin, blockchain 1.2 with 2.0 with Ethereum and the rest of them. Now they are introducing Cypherium. Now, what will Cypherium be doing? Cypherium wants to bring in a hybrid consensus. So the hybrid system is they are bringing the proof of stake and also the practical Byzantine fault tolerance system. There were two projects that they were abandoned. I don't know why the Bitcoin engine, because I went through the white paper, I saw some of the things that were proposed, and I was like, why did they actually abandon this thing? So the guys who were behind Bitcoin NG and Bitcoin, they are the mentors of this project, as you will see when we go through the team later on. And then they want to bring in the distributed version control, then the protocol level, then multi-level governance. Multi-level governance will help ensure the system of honest nodes within the system to prevent against SIMB attacks. Okay, this is the hybrid consensus. Like, they talk about the issues of the Bitcoin mining, the waste, and then the excess fees for miners, and the rest of them. Then there are many things when you have many computers actually computing for just one transaction. It's not really efficient. So I have the voting committee with this mining, then another voting committee, they are interlinked and within a time frame and the rest of them. Now, one of the things why I like this system is with the Cypherium system, you cannot actually mine coins repeatedly. So there is a window. They talk about a window to which you can actually mine the coin. So when you have a time frame, so they're saying, okay, for each person, each computer, you are only allowed to mine coins at a particular time, and this is the time you're actually allowed to mine such coins. Let's continue. okay, the leader node and some of your other concepts. Okay, there another thing about this hybrid consensus systems is the system here. Okay, supposing they want to take a decisions, they are comparing how decisions are taken on the UN platform. Now they are bringing a system here. You have two in brackets n minus 1 all over 3. So when you have 2/3 of the system actually agreeing to any decision that they want to take within the space, then that decision can be followed through. That is this 2/3 is reached, then the block can, and then the new block is broadcasted to all nodes and the rest of them. Honest node will reject messages from nodes without proof of work. And then what does this mean? A highly scalable platform, thousands of transactions per second. So what they are planning to do, they want to do thousands of transactions per second, tens of thousands of transactions per second. I think this space, the way I'm saying it, one of the major competitions that will be to this space will be EOS, because EOS is planning on doing 100 transactions per second. So Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is not very scalable, and if Bitcoin is to go to the mainstream, there will be problems. If there is one project of which I am a very big fan, is Ripple, because you may not actually see Ripple to be a very huge potential, but if you look at Ripple, if you take your eyes off the price of Ripple and you see what Ripple wants to do, Ripple have their own blockchain, the Ripple technology. Now, and you see adoption, you talk about utility. You know what? One of the things you have to understand within the crypto space is no matter how fancy or how good a project is, you have to understand the power of adoption. So if this thing cannot be adopted, you already know within the systems that these banks works with the government. So if the government or the banks are not willing to adopt a system, it's a very big issue, right? So let's see what Bitcoin what the future holds for Bitcoin within the next space. Now, that thing again, there is no fixed block size. Then there is minimum fee for smart contract execution within the space. They want to bring in a system. Then there is no waiting on transaction confirmation. Simple attacks are practically impossible. Then this is the distributed version control, upgrading all nodes through distributed protocol. Okay, now the distributed version control, they're talking about, okay, supposing we want to have an upgrade in the system, right? So should we call off the system and say, okay, the system wants to run some upgrading system, so the system will not be available? No, these things will be upgraded automatically. So it's a very scalable system. Then there is a multi-level governance and customizable protocol. Cypherium governance is composed of multi-layers, as you can see. And not only that, the protocol level governance is separated from the application level governance. So they were talking about, they want to bring in separate sandbox. Now this separate sandbox, they're talking about two forms of smart contracts. You have the test smart contract, and then you have the production smart contract. Protocol layer, decentralized application layer, customized. It's ready for high-level enterprise applications such as central bank digital currency. So this is a very good system. And then another thing they also highlighted with the flaws of Bitcoin and the rest of them, that's about the way our keys are actually generated. So it talks about currently the way these keys are being generated are not really very efficient. So they are using the dual sandbox system, but they want to bring in the Schnorr signature implemented as ED25519, which is faster, smaller, and more reliable than the current ECC algorithm. I think that it's a very good. It's a very good one for the system. So, Emegunsire was one of the guys. Look at what he said about this platform. Cypherium is a new coin that builds on NG and Bitcoin. So It's a very very good platform. I don't know why they did not follow up on such platforms. Then who are we? We are a dedicated team with background at Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Tencent. We have experience with cutting edge technologies such as network security, cryptography, visualization, AI, etc. Our mentors are Bitcoin NJ, Emegu Serene, and Bitcoin Brian Ford. We are passionate about blockchain technology. Now I told you that these guys are combining Bitcoin and Bitcoin NJ, so it's a very very good technology. Then this is the Cypherium token cost. Each transaction verification committee is consisted of 100 miners. In order to prevent CB attack, the electricity cost for each miner must be higher than 1 cent, which means the minimum cost of one cipher is 1 USD. Okay. And this is the issuing mechanism. They will be issuing, I think, 100 million coins, and this is how they will be distributing them. This is the timeline when the idea was born, and this is it so far. Then they are saying to them all. Okay, now let's see the team. The team is a very very young team. Sky Good, the co-founder, holds extensive infrastructure level knowledge regarding blockchain consensus, transaction, cryptographic algorithms, and messaging mechanisms. He has conducted extensive research on the present blockchain implementations and their source code. Since November 2016, he has begun developing a new scalable enterprise via blockchain infrastructure and assembling an extraordinary team to implement it. So if you see if you go through this guy's profile, you will discover that they actually know what they are doing. Then you have Nat Ren, co-founder, sir, and then you have Ankashen. Ankashen is a former member developer at Amazon with many years of experience programming high network infrastructure. Performance network infrastructure. He has led development of Amazon shopping data acquisition in the rest of them. So I've gone through this. I see this is a very very ambitious teams, and I see if you see the supporters and the rest of them, and not only that, if you know Augur Coin, let's see how much Augur Coin is. Let's not go to the Augur Coin, but you discover that Augur Coin is one of the very best platforms out there, and they have written some of the articles about this system. I like the team. Do you know why? I like the team because first it's ambitious, and secondly, what they want to do is very very good. And this is some of the use. Let's see some of the use cases. Alongside value transfer, a Cypherium smart contract can support storage for various formats of data. The distributed storage of the Cypherium blockchain aims to provide better scalability and is ideal for anyone seeking high availability and security of sensitive information. Below is an incomplete list of case scenarios of Cypherium. In the finance, stock, bonds, and other financial instruments can be implemented using Cypherium blockchain. Comparing with traditional exchange-centered systems, blockchain-based solution is more effective and costless. Cypherium smart contracts support conversion and transfer of any currency and the rest of them. Digital contracts. A contract between two or more parties can be signed with their digital signatures, which renders the agreement immutable and automatically executes definition. A Cypherium smart contract can also implement asset ownership, wills, and certifications, messaging, voting, serialization, secure data storage, and Internet of Things, blockchain, artificial intelligence. So this guy, the way I'm seeing this thing is like bringing IOTA, bringing EOS, and bringing many of these platforms. But one of the things I want you to know is every blockchain platform is unique in itself. IOTA is unique in itself. EOS is unique in itself. Ethereum is unique in itself. Bitcoin is unique in itself. Waves is unique on itself, Arc is unique on, all of them have their own unique features in the rest of them. So guys, I like this. Then they outline how they will actually mine these coins in Cypherium proposes the use of an ASIC-resistant CPU mining algorithm which is bound to device memory. So that is a very good one. And then the transaction, everything is explained within the system. Guys, this white paper is from the technical point of view. It may not appeal to the individual who does not know about the technical part of it, but I want to say this to you. Take my word, this platform is the next Ethereum. I want to say this to you. This is the next Ethereum. The future is with this platform. I know what I'm telling you. The future is with this platform. Make your own due diligence. The ICO will start soonest. Make your own due diligence. This platform is here to stay. So do have a very good day.